Howdy, my name's Ricky Rader with Pearson Livestock Equipment, and today I'm going to walk you through the original hydraulic chute. If you are looking for a simple and cost-effective way to work your cattle with a hydraulic chute, to put less work on you and more work on the hydraulics, this is a great starting point for you. This is our entry-level chute. So a commercial quality chute, but where we have simplified it down as much as possible to keep the price as low as possible for you. The original hydraulic chute comes standard with a hydraulic tailgate, a hydraulic squeeze, and a hydraulic head gate. Those three features are all operated by a 2 horsepower hydraulic power unit that is dual voltage. It can be set up for either 110 or 220 volt. From the factory, we set it up as a 110 volt unit. The controls for this chute that you operate those three functions with are up here, what we call it shoulder level. So when you're working cattle, you're going to stand somewhere in this area. You can move it around a little bit, but you're going to stand in this area and you're going to operate the head gate, the squeeze, and the tailgate with these three levers. So let's just walk through the hydraulic functions of this chute, and let's look at the head gate first. If you've watched our other videos, you'll notice some similarities between this gate and others. This is a very proven design, a very strong design. But the best thing about this gate, it's very quiet, but it's also very reliable. Whenever this gate has any problems whatsoever, let's say you've run 30,000 head of cattle through it in a few years, you can refurbish this head gate because all of the pivot points here that I'm touching are all bronze bushed. You can replace all of those bushings and refurbish this head gate if you ever need to. So it's made to be very long lasting. It's made to be maintainable. So the original hydraulic head gate opens to 30 inches wide. It closes down to a little less than 4 inches. So you've got the capacity for any size animal that you would need to work through this head gate. An option that can be added on to the original hydraulic chute is a head sweep or a head control. Both of those options are hydraulically activated. They would be an add-on to this chute, but they're easily added to this head gate. Walking backwards along the chute, something that you'll be familiar with all Pearson chutes would be a parallel squeeze, which this chute certainly has. So you're going to squeeze animals hydraulically with this chute. The sides are going to stay straight up and down. You can squeeze from 30 inches wide down to 9 inches narrow. This chute comes standard with neck door access on both sides, where you have access to the BQA triangle when you want to give your vaccinations. It comes standard with wing gates on the top half for branding access and other access to the top half of the animals. These gates swing outwards so they're out of your way. They are also removable. If you need to get them completely out of your way, you can take both of these gates out of the chute. If you want access to the bottom half of the animal, both of these panels at the bottom are removable, so you can get access to the feet. They're removable so you can set them out of the way and not have to worry about them interfering with your access to the animal. Here we are at the back end of the original hydraulic chute, where we have the hydraulic tailgate. So the hydraulic tailgate will look very similar to you because it's the same gate as the head gate, so we know it's a proven design. But the important thing for you working cattle with a hydraulic chute is that you can stop animals from coming into the chute. Hydraulic tailgate performs that function great and is very reliable at that. Just like any structure, the foundation is really the starting point for this machine. So the floor of the chute is made out of high quality steel that's a 1/8 of an inch thick throughout. We have traction bars across so the animals can have traction as they're passing through the chute. One thing that's unique about the original chute versus our other chutes is that this chute is not made to be portable. Again, we're trying to simplify this chute for you to keep options out of the cost that you don't need in your operation. So options that can be added to the Pearson hydraulic original chute would include a head clamp or a head sweep, something to control the head of the animal. There's 2 options for that. You can add a brisket bar to this chute. The floor is built to where the brisket bar can be added in easily. It's already made for it, so you could just buy a brisket bar, set it in this chute. Depending on your operation, you may want to add calf wings to your Pearson original hydraulic chute. What a calf wing does is when you're working smaller calves and you're keeping the chute squeezed a little bit so that they flow through it better and can't turn around, you may have a gap back here at the back end that you want to fill. Well, the calf wing pins in place. It's an add-on that pins in place, and you can just fill that gap very easily with the calf wing kit that is easily added to this chute. So let's say you want to weigh your animals in this chute. Pearson's makes a kit using the HD5T scale system from Chute to easily add load bars underneath this chute. On both sides of the Pearson original hydraulic chute, you can open the side exit door. These doors open all the way so you can have complete access to the animal inside if you install our optional trim kit, or if you have an emergency inside the chute, you can open it up and let the animal out.